The exclusive AccuWeather forecast for the Northeast. The exclusive AccuWeather forecast for the Great Lakes. The exclusive AccuWeather forecast for the Mid-Atlantic. Here is your national exclusive AccuWeather forecast. the exclusive AccuWeather forecast for South Central.
Now, the forecast from around the country.
Our solar system is full of floating space debris. It comes in different forms and different names. Asteroids are large chunks of rock that are left over since the beginning of our solar system. Most of these rocks orbit in an area between Mars and Jupiter called the asteroid belt. Comets are believed to originate from the Kuiper belt and as far as the Oort cloud. They contain ice, methane, or ammonia. These compounds develop a fuzzy shell called a coma. As they travel closer to the sun, tails begin to form. When asteroids begin entering Earth's atmosphere, they become meteors. Meteors burn up in the atmosphere before reaching Earth's surface. You may know them as shooting stars. If a meteor survives its descent and lands, it becomes a meteorite. Reporting for AccuWeather, I'm Jeff Cornish.
Now.
I'm Ariella Scalise, and severe weather lingering through tonight with wind and flooding being our highest threats and a medium threat for hail and tornadoes. The severe weather threat continues throughout our Sunday, so the second half of the weekend still tracking stormy conditions. 2 areas of our moderate risk, unfortunately, around the Omaha area where we saw so much damage from tornadoes from Friday. We could see a repeat of severe weather, not a repeat of the same exact setup here, but still we're in that some to moderate risk, which means severe thunderstorms possible in parts of the area to even numerous severe thunderstorms like we're expecting around Little Rock. Heading into our Sunday and Sunday night, I think these storms could produce hail. I still think isolated tornadoes are in our cards here, and the damaging wind gusts, 55 to 65 miles per hour, AccuWeather local Stormax up to 75 miles per hour. You'll also see downpours on here. The heavy rain is going to be something to keep close eyes on. We're already dealing with areas of flash flooding, and we're going to get another burst of heavy rain with these storms sliding across Oklahoma, Kansas, and into Missouri. And then watch as this line develops. I think we're going to have really strong winds within this line as we head into Sunday night. When we look at the flash flood risk, 2 areas of green. The darkest green is where we think there's going to be a more widespread risk of flash flooding. That includes southern parts of Kansas into western Missouri, northwestern Arkansas, and into northeastern Oklahoma. With the flash flooding areas that just keep getting hard hit with the heavy rain, leading to travel delays. But it will be beneficial because these are areas that could desperately use the rain, dealing with the drought conditions into the center part of our country. We wrap up this severe weather event on our Sunday and into Monday here, where we could still have storms producing hail and damaging wind.
The exclusive AccuWeather forecast for North Central. The exclusive AccuWeather forecast for the Northwest. exclusive AccuWeather forecast for the Southwest.
Join Bree Guy and myself at 6 a.m. Eastern Time on Monday as we get you ready for your exclusive AccuWeather forecast. We're also covering more storms in the Midwest, and suddenly it's summer in the Mid-Atlantic and Northeast. We'll see you Monday morning, 6 a.m. to noon, right here on AccuWeather Early.
I'm Ariella Scalise here with you on this Saturday, where some showery, cooler activity may be impacting your plans to be outside across today into Pennsylvania, New York State, down and through Maryland. You'll see the green where we're dealing with kind of the cooler temperatures. Outside of that, though, really warm in western PA and actually New England. Pretty mild. Boston, a nice day for you with sunshine and highs into the lower 60s. A cloudy start to our day with showers moving on through, and we continue to track those here with future radar. Maybe a thunderstorm or two into western Pennsylvania, western New York. Otherwise, showers and cloudiness continues to slide across the Northeast as we head into our afternoon and into tonight. Which, if you're going to be at the Luke Combs concert here in central Pennsylvania, right outside of AccuWeather HQ, it is going to be in the football stadium. So outside, it's going to be chilly, 52 degrees. AccuWeather real field temperatures closer to 50 degrees. So I would say bundling up if you're heading to the concert for tonight. Sunday is going to be still a showery day throughout the Northeast, especially into central Pennsylvania through New York State and northern parts of Vermont. And then we'll start to feel the warmer air sliding across the Ohio Valley, and that's going to make its way into the Northeast as we wrap up the weekend and head into the start of next week. Burlington, 10 degrees above the historical average on Sunday. You'll notice Boston not as warm as some of the other locations. We'll get a cooler easterly flow, so keeping our temperatures down a bit. That's going to be the case here for some parts of southern New England, but the rest of us are talking about unseasonably warm weather for our Monday afternoon with highs 10 to 20 degrees above the historical average, so that certainly will send some of us into record territory. Look at the forecast on Monday: 71 in Buffalo, 83 in Pittsburgh, 84 in New York City, and 91 in D.C. We play out the next 7 days into D.C., and you'll notice that that warm air sticks around.
Now, the forecast from around the country.
Well, we've had a number of powerful tornadoes out there, and when we look at the tornado rating scale, an EF0 is something you don't want to mess with. We're talking about winds maybe 80, 85 miles per hour. That is intense, but most of your homes would survive an EF0. You get into an EF1, that's when mobile homes are damaged, and you're going to have some kind of roofing damage in many properties as well. EF2s, mobile homes would be destroyed, and there'd be significant structural damage to most homes with an EF2. Sometimes there might be an upstairs bedroom totally exposed with no roof or a wall missing. EF3, you get into walls removed in many cases, homes destroyed with an EF4. Why do these storm surveys take so long? Well, the National Weather Service then drives to the damage path, sometimes 2 hours away from their location, and they do a lot of very extensive documentation with photography, videography, and GPS plots, and then they head back to the station and summarize all their data looking at the survey information.
I'm Ariella Scalise, and here we are, day 3 of our severe weather, a multi-day event. Started Thursday, of course, all the damage from Friday, and gearing up again for today. And then it lingers still through Sunday. You take a look at this wide area, so from Texas all the way down into Michigan is where we're watching for severe thunderstorms still lingering through this weekend. Tornadoes, damaging wind, hail, and flash flooding for both our Saturday and Sunday. What's causing the severe weather? Well, we're still able to track the low that was causing all of the